Hey guys, and welcome to a new movie review for The Godfather Part 2. Now, this video is actually an incredibly special gift to the beautiful newborn baby from my dearest friend Naama and Mark. Hanna, this is dedicated to you. Now, this was specially requested by your mummy and daddy, and I wanted to do this specifically for you. So when you're old enough to watch this, you're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, I was named in a video." So Hanna, special request coming out to you from mum and dad. You're welcome. Hope you love it. The Godfather Part 2, made in 1974. Wow. Oh my gosh. So this is a interesting thing about The Godfather, guys, that I wanted to I want to talk about. A lot of the times when a movie is mentioned and they call it the GOAT, the greatest movie of all time, right? They say which one's better, which is the best movie ever made, and this is literally always in the conversation: The Godfather 1 or The Godfather Part 2. So I had never seen. I remember seeing The Godfather many years ago, but I've definitely never seen this one. Wow, 3 hours and 22 minutes long, with an intermission. That's how mammoth this film is. That is seriously how mammoth. When I was watching this film, sometimes when a movie is that long, you think to yourself, "Oh man, they could have trimmed this off, they could have trimmed that off, they could have cut this, they could have cut that." Nah, no way. This film is so big. Honestly, I genuinely say this. It is so pristine. The acting in this movie is just absolutely extraordinary. Now, I'm going to go into the cast of this movie, and the reason why is because I need to tell you something that I actually didn't realize until halfway in this movie. I don't know why. I feel like I missed something, but I just didn't realize. So, the director of the film, Francis Ford Coppola, and the cast of the film are Al Pacino as Michael, Robert Duvall, Tom Hagen, the incredible Diane Keaton as Kay, Robert De Niro, Vito Corleone, John Cazale, Fredo Corleone. Guys, I could go on and on and on about the cast of this movie. Now, I do need to tell you something that I believe I'm right about this, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong about it, let me know in the comments, because I think I am right. So I didn't realize that Robert De Niro's character was Michael's dad until halfway through the movie, like just before the intermission. Because he says he's holding the baby in his arms, and he says something, "I love you, Michael, I love you." And I was like, so every scene that Robert De Niro was in was a flashback to him as before he became the Godfather. And if I'm wrong about that, I apologize, but that's where I picked it up from. Anyway, Al Pacino's character. Now, I know Al Pacino as the old version of Al Pacino, so he looks a lot different to me. I didn't even realize that was Al Pacino. That is literally one of the most incredibly impeccable casting characters choices I've ever seen in a movie. Like, ever. Like, he held the authority and the power in every single scene. When he got angry in this movie, you didn't even have to think twice if he was angry in this movie. You knew he was angry in this movie. Like, you knew he was angry. You know what I mean? I'll never spoil anything about a movie because I don't want to, and I don't believe in spoilers. But one thing I want to tell you about right at the end of this movie is something that the wife does, to their child, and she expresses that she did something and how she felt about their marriage and the situation that they were in, and that was, I can imagine, like, it's funny because you rewatch a movie, and this is a very very old movie now, but rewatching a scene like that, just thinking, man alive, like, it's, yes, I get it, it's acting, but you have to remember that the actor's job is to convince the audience that what they're saying is real and true, right? So when you rewatch a movie like that and you think to yourself how people would have reacted back then when they were watching this movie, whoa, like, seriously, wow. That would have been the biggest kick in the guts. Now, I, like a lot of people that I know, I really like movie trivia. So if you bear with me, I'd like to tell you at least three pieces of movie trivia about this movie that I find really incredible. So the first movie trivia is, one of the most incredible things I found out about Robert De Niro in this movie is that he spent 4 months learning the dialect of Sicilian, to the point where he literally moved there for 5 months so that he would get it as defined and as clear as he possibly could. Funnily enough, 90% of the dialogue of Robert De Niro's dialogue in The Godfather Part 2 is Sicilian. I thought that was incredible. So one of the things that I think this is the biggest reason, because I had to go to IMDb trivia to find out that who Michael's dad was, played by Robert De Niro. As I said, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that was flashback scenes. And I don't know why I didn't know. Maybe I missed something at the beginning of the film. It's a big film, guys. It's a huge film. So if you bear with me, I'd like to tell you a second piece of trivia about this film that I found absolutely incredible. Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro are the only two actors who won separate Oscars for playing the same character. Marlon Brando won the Oscar for playing the Godfather in 1972, and Robert De Niro won Best Actor as a supporting role for playing the role in the movie as a supporting role. Both roles were for the character Vito Corleone. How amazing is that, guys? Man alive. Far out. And rewatching The Godfather and then watching The Godfather Part 2, it's absolutely no surprise at all that they won Oscars for this. I mean, come on. They were just, it's just such an epic masterpiece. I mean, it really is. So if you bear with me, if you indulge me, I'd like to give you a third piece of trivia, and then I'll let you go. So guys, for my third piece of trivia, I actually want to tell you about something specifically to do with the starting of the film. And this is pretty interesting. So when you see at the beginning of the film, guys, you actually see little Vito, and he comes in, he's walking along, and the guy puts a cross on him and circles the cross. Now, this is a really interesting fact to do with the actual film. In the movie, having a cross on you meant that you had a mental disorder, and so that's what that meant when they went along. So that when he came up to the guy, and the guy's like, "Yeah, what's your name?" and they're like, and then they had to look at his tag to see what his name was, and then they realized who he was. But that cross actually meant that he had a mental disorder, when he actually didn't. He was just a really shy little kid. Guys, I honestly can't thank you enough for watching this. I really. Wow, if you get a chance, guys, please do yourself a huge favor. If you have not seen The Godfather or The Godfather Part 2, do yourselves a massive favor. Seriously, spoil yourself. I owned it on Blu-ray, and that's how I watched it. And I honestly couldn't watch it any other way because the quality was absolutely incredible. But yeah, however you got it, whatever you got it, whatever style you're watching it in, enjoy this movie with everything in you. It's amazing. Hannah, I hope one day when you get a chance to watch this that you really appreciate it. This is my first ever gift to you, and I hope you liked it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please, if you haven't already, be a subscriber if you like my stuff. Leave a like if you like this, and always you take care of yourselves. Thanks, guys. Till next time. Bye.